Is Star Wars Outlaws really as bad as people make it sound? Today I am making it my mission to check just that. Guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today I decided to play the brand new Star Wars Outlaw to see if what people said about the game is really true. So if y'all enjoy, let's hop right on into today's video. So the game starts us out in this dining room with a bunch of people surrounded eating their food. Long story short, everybody does die, so that's fun. We get woken up by what I think is the cutest thing in the world. We get out of bed, we head on over and grab our supplies. We get our little backpack, our holster, our grapple looking thing, and the weakest blaster I've ever seen. And we head on downstairs with the animal that we have. We get our data spike, and we head on outside to see what I think is the lamest fireworks show I've ever seen in my life. We realize that taxes exist in order to fix our data spike, so we go steal everything that we can find within the next 5 feet. We head on back, we fix up our data spike, and we head on out to steal a identicard. We make our way inside of the building and decide that we want to become Batman and start to climb up the building using our grapple hook. We have Nix, which is the animal, let us inside. We check the club out and we start stealing some stuff. After lying to the guard, getting intel on him, and then lying again, he eventually lets us in. We say hi to this person by giving them medical bills for a week, realize that actions have consequences, and fix them with some murder, and then punch a table. We sneak over the buildings and we go back to our house and then get caught not even 5 seconds later.
Hey, Ben! We know you're here. Let's make this easy.
Our dude gets shot in the leg.
Let's go.
And he kicks us out of our house.
You won't.
We head outside and see all the people looking at us because we stole and borrowed, and we get into a vehicle with a bunch of strangers and decide to go rob this building. We're creating mass destruction of their property and eventually making our way inside. I am met with the most annoying thing in this whole entire game. Guys, you have no idea how long this took me to master. It is so annoying. But we finally did get it to unlock, let out all our anger that we've had from the past 15 minutes. Get inside the cargo lift and play a game of Wordle for some reason. Make our way inside the vault, and then get shot not even 10 seconds later. We go to a cutscene of us running from the cops when we're 12, and then get woken up by this guy. Yippee.
Okay, I can explain.
He threatens me, and then I escape not even 3 seconds later. And we make our way out of the building after we kill a couple people first. We steal a ship and crash into the side of the building because I'm the best driver, and away we go. Just for us to crash down on another planet not even a minute later. We decide to save the best thing on the ship, which is our little guy named Nix, and we get woken up by him yet again, grab some new clothes, open the door, and then almost get hit in the head with a crowbar. We decide to become John Wick for a couple seconds, and then meet our first friend.
You're an off-worlder, and this ship of yours isn't gonna fly anytime soon. But lucky for you, I'm a mechanic.
But we also get this really cool speeder. We take off and go to Maragna. We arrive and we realize that we need some fuel injectors to get our ship up and running again. We head inside to see a crime boss to hopefully get a job, and then immediately get kicked out because we weren't rich enough. But luckily our little friend is a thief and stole his ring. Because he is awesome and adorable and we love him.
Good boy.
We then meet a new friend, and they immediately give me a job. For more money! We then realize that we actually have to have good reputation with people. We have these people tell us that we can't enter, but that never stopped any of us before, so we sneak in through an air vent. Once we get out of the air vent, I learned the very hard way that I'm probably not the best at stealth.
Hey, no hard feelings.
But I eventually do get past all the guards and make my way up to the second story. I complete another lock, crawl through a vent, and then immediately fall to my death. But that's okay because we eventually do make our way back up across the cargo lifts and onto this wall, and we find this really cool room, which is the Pike Stronghold.
Pike operation looks huge. They must have a sweet deal with the Empire. There's the tower. That energy barrier might be a problem, though. Okay, Nix, we can go loud now. If we gotta.
After shooting and letting Nix destroy some power cores,
We did it.
and opening yet another lock, we make our way inside to get...
Vodka recipe. Did I get played?
We compete in yet another game of Wordle, and then remember how bad we are at stealth and set the alarm off.
We got something. Oh, what? Everything's locked in.
We have Nix go grab me the coolest blaster I've ever seen in my life, way better than ours. And then sneak our way out Batman style yet again. We find Donka again inside the bar and give her the cooking recipes. And then we are forced to make our very first decision of the game. Which I decided to help the crime boss because, you know, more money.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
We then immediately go tell the crime boss about our new intel. Then we finally get a job. We make our way to the closest pawn shop to sell all the stuff that we stole.
Can I help you find something?
Then we make our way to another pawn shop to buy an Eon casing for my blaster.
Donka sent me.
Ah, yes. I heard you were coming.
After that, we get on our speeder and we make our way to Jonta's Hope. Once we get there, we realize that our ship has finally been fixed and use the workbench inside to assemble the Eon module onto our blaster. Boom! Upgrades. We then drive to this random building in the middle of nowhere and steal all the credits that they have.
I guess I'll just take these then.
We can finally fly our ship, and away we go.
Let's go.
Just to immediately get into another fight. We then do the stupidest decision ever and decide to breach an Imperial fuel station. And sneak out the cargo lift.
Job will be better.
We then continue to do yet another stealth section. Take down this random guard. And then sneak across here just to get hit not once, but twice. And we're in. We make our way through this air vent and realize that we need to find a terminal with a floor plan so we can find the data vault.
And we can find a data vault.
We finally make our way through the terminal after sneaking by some guards, and we realize why Nix is the best character in this game.
That's our terminal.
We take down both guards, punch, 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 more medical bills for you, and find the location of the data vault. We make our way there by climbing up this ladder, and cause some nice bodily harm for a couple stormtroopers along the way. We then slide right behind this camera, and enter the most annoying part of this whole entire game.
Somewhere.
Guys, when I tell you this took me a long time, I promise you this took me a long time. I'm going to show you just a very small amount of my fails.
Suspect neutralized. Suspect has been neutralized. Command, we've neutralized the suspect.
After we finally made it to the data vault, we're met with this floating head dude which threatens to set the alarm on us if we don't help him. So we help him out real fast and kidnap him onto our ship. And then, because nothing can be easy, we're met with the largest battle in the whole entire game. Once Waka finally decides to be useful and opens the back of the ship, we blast out of the fuel station with a brand new crew member to go along with it.
Okay? We can make it! We're out! We're good!
We then decide to land again, and then decide to give the floating head to the crime boss person.
I wasn't aware I needed one.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We then officially get onto Crimson Dawn's bad side, and learn that we need to upgrade our speeder.
Why?
Just trust me. You need to find a mechanic to help you out.
And I do this really cool slide down the stairs for absolutely no reason. We then go ahead and hop on our speeder and make our way over to Jaunta's Hope. I also learned that I'm a horrible driver. We then finally arrive and park over here by this little gas station, and make our way inside. Once inside, we talk to the bartender, and try to find someone to rig my speeder. We then learn that, like always, CeeLo is not there, and we have to go halfway across the country yet again. Once we arrive, I do an amazing parking job, and yet again, the part we need is not here. So we are forced to go steal this as well. This fan then decides it doesn't like me and pushes me away at box 7. I then, however, do make it inside to get the atmospheric accelerator. Once collected, I bring it back to CeeLo. Then she installs it on my speeder, giving me a brand new ability called a speed boost. I then go to test it out by trying to fly off a mountain. We make our way over to the market, and like always, we don't have the right parts. He tells us that we need to steal something from a ruins just outside the village. And so we make our way over there. We arrive to the biggest shipwreck I've ever seen, and make our way through the debris. However, once we finally get into the computer, obviously some people followed us, so we have to kill them real fast. We then collect the nav computer and learn that Waka is secretly trying to kill us. Or at least take our ship.
I know what she's been through. I'm the one who fixed her.
But he dies, so it's okay. But the killer also wants us dead.
Neither can I.
We push a bunch of random buttons, and then the whole ship starts crashing down on our head.
No good double-crossing my now.
Unfortunately, she does catch up to us, and we learn that her name is Vale. But we get rescued by this mysterious robot dude.
Who are you?
Run.
We arrive back at our ship. We then find a random guy on our ship,
Who are you?
and of course the robot is now evil.
You was hard. I'd rather not kill you.
They go over a plan that they have on robbing the very first vault that we tried to do at the beginning of the game, but in order to do that, we have to gather a bunch of people to help us break in. We decide to get a rapid-fire upgrade for our blaster, and fly away into the sunset. We set our hyperdrive for Kajimi orbit, and away we go. We make it to Kajimi, and we learn that the first person we need to get is Ankh. We get out of the ship and obviously get stalked by this group of people, which we soon figure out that they're the Ashiga cartel. We lie to them to let us go through, and great, we gotta be nice to them as well. We make our way through the snow-filled village, and we learn that, like always, Aang is in here. They've been caught by the cartel and is forced to work in a factory, so we have to go get the floor plans for that.
Well, let's see what we can find.
We play yet another game of Wordle, and get the floor plans. We also steal a random relic to make the queen like us. We then start to make our way towards Ankh, killing everybody we see. We finally make it to Ankh, and what in the world is that? We then help Ankh escape by blowing up a few guys.
Maybe we can still be friends.
And also severely damaging a couple droids. As well as beating the absolute everything out of this guy. We then confront Ankh about our little mission, and boom, now we have a locksmith, making her our very first one to join our team. We then decided that since we haven't eaten since the game started, we'd grab a bite to eat.
Hi, I'll have the Duradan soup. Ooh, fancy. You first. You liking the larva? Nice to have something hot and cold. Oh, you're supposed to wait for it to melt. Hold on, Nick. Pull. Harder. There we go. You okay, buddy? Yeah, you're okay. Aw. Whoa, heels. All right, you win. So good. Won't find that on Kanto. Goodbye. Hey, Nix. Easy on the ice next time.
We check on Ankh to see how they're doing in our ship, and purchase another upgrade. We then sit down and blast off into the sky.
Let's get out of here.
We then set our hyperdrive up to Akiva, and boom, here we are. We then go ahead and land. We then figure out that we need to find someone named Gadeek, which will help us get past the gatekeeper. We proceed to make our way through the village, and find Gadeek's location. We hop on our speeder, and of course have to break him out. Why is it always so difficult? And after struggling to close this door, and giving these people internal pain for a month, we make it to the cargo lift. And are immediately met with a giant turret.
Barrett, Dick's gonna know someone's coming now.
And might I add that up to this point I had no idea you could do a barrel roll. We deactivate the turret. We then confront Gadeek, and he decides he wants to be part of our team. And decide that we want to become Spider-Man now. But of course things couldn't be that easy, we need yet another upgrade for our speeder, and we're looking for a guy named Temin. We beat up the mass amount of people surrounding his house. But yet again, after saying he has all the parts, he doesn't have the single one that we need, so we're forced to go steal it. From a shuttle that decides to fly away from us. So that's fun, now we get another thing to chase down. We reach the shuttle and get the parts that we need, and boom, yet another upgrade that allows us to drive over water. We then fly off this planet and set our course for our final destination, which just so happens to be Tatooine. Once we arrived, I learned the Imperials abandoned the search for me that I didn't even know was happening. And we land on Tatooine, learning that the next person we need is a guy named Haas. We then get not one, not two, but 3 blaster upgrades. And make our way to find the sheriff.
You look lost.
Hey,
And then get jumped and are forced to kill a bunch of people.
these guys really hate you, huh?
And learn that of course Haas isn't here. But luckily he's at a moisture farm not too far away. But of course he's not here either.
No Haas.
So we're forced to climb up this mountain to find him. And we learn that he's being held hostage by a bunch of Tusken raiders.
They let you pass.
And they won't let him go unless we get the Tuskens back their Dragon Pearl, which was stolen by some bandits. So we're forced to take all these people down as well.
What is it, anyway?
Oh, it's a stone. It's pretty.
We then successfully get it back, and Haas is set free, saying he'd meet us at our ship. But of course, like always, he's not there and we're forced to wait. We then learn that he's at a cantina not too far away and we go to meet up. We then arrive at just the right time for Haas to give away Nyx for a gambling payment. And of course, we're too weak to get him back because they beat us over the head with a gun. We then learn that Nyx is being sold to Jabba, and we make our way over to Jabba's palace, killing absolutely everybody because without Nyx, this game is trash. I'm not even joking, Nyx carried the whole entire game.
There we go!
We then find a back exit that we crawl into,
I will.
Don't underestimate the Hunts, Kay.
and take down this dude that was sleeping on the job. And then drop down behind the pig dude. We then learn that Nyx is in this room and is getting interrogated for biting Haas, but we need to find a key card to unlock it. So we beat up some people and take their key card. And in we go. We then get this really cool Boba Fett cameo. And finally find Nix in a cage. But like always, people decide to interrupt the fun and try to kill me. So we kill them first. We then finally let Nix out, and this is the best scene in the whole entire game.
Never gonna happen again, okay, buddy? Come on, let's get out of here.
But of course, it couldn't be that easy, and we get caught and sent down into the pit. Or at least we thought we were. Oh, never mind. Yeah, there we go. Hoss gets dragged down behind us, and we feed him to the creatures. We then make our way through the horde of enemies that we have to kill. And then we finally see the way out.
Oh, there's the way out. Well, Vale, it's been fun, but, you know, no. This isn't over yet.
But of course, we don't get to leave because that would be too easy.
No! Oh, so close.
Surprise! There's a Rancor. We then go into a little mini boss fight and have him run into the door 3 times.
We can fit through. Vale! You did it! Go!
We then sneak through the exit and get back on our ship. But unfortunately, ND5 starts to malfunction, so we're forced to go to the droid factory from the Clone Wars to find a replacement part. We then head back to Kajimi and search for Temmin, and he opens the entrance to the droid factory. And we start to make our way down. We then grab the piece and get what I thought was going to be a heartwarming moment.
You've got it backwards.
And then ND5 shocks us.
Okay.
But we then wake up with Nix beside us like always, and ND5 seems to be okay. But we learn that Jalen invited another member, which happened to be Rico, our mother that left us. We totally don't try to kill her, and have a little chat with her.
Imps on an ISB station. Tightest security in the galaxy. But it's our only chance to get close to him.
Then we officially enter the final part of the game.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's get this over with.
We fly a shuttle into an Imperial base, and then listen to all their family drama.
So I'm doing all the legwork while you hang back.
But that's okay because we get another really cool cameo.
I expected more from one of the most expensive bounty hunters in the Outer Rim.
I'm out.
May you stop now? I recoup my losses. I'd say your meager fortune on Neamos should cover it.
How could you possibly
You're
know?
mine, Belle. Finish the job. Well, this is a surprise. The Emperor has my report. Zarek Bear's syndicate has infiltrated the underworld into the farthest reaches of the galaxy. We are on the verge of uncovering the rebel network. This is an unqualified success for the ISB.
Zarek Besh has not found a single member of the Rebel Alliance.
That's nonsense.
Without rebels, Zarek Besh is a failure. You, Director Varsha, are a failure.
Failure? The ISB has created the most groundbreaking intelligence network the Empire has seen, and accomplished more in weeks than the entire Imperial army. An army whose mindless show of force allowed a rebel fleet to escape from Hoth. It is the ISB that will win this war. I'm so close. Lord Vader.
Then I suggest you find some rebels, Director. The Emperor is waiting.
Ready my ship. Now.
Okay.
We then successfully get the access codes, and then get ourselves a way out. Which, like always, can't be easy, so we have to take down some people.
Careful, more troopers. Get upstairs, just opened a door.
No!
But we do eventually catch up with her and make our way to the exit, flying away like nothing ever happened. We then arrive at our very first planet and start to design a plan. And then the moment we've been waiting for, we start our final heist.
I'm ready.
We get into position, which just so happens to be the very first place we went to, and we learn that we need to take down the outside security building. Now you get a montage of me killing all the people outside the base.
Go put on a show next.
What is that? Come on, go! Go! Oh, disgusting.
Get the alarm! Take her down!
When everybody is finally taken down, Gadik sends one of his robots in to take down the lasers. Once in, I finally remember that grenades are a thing. And Asara opens up the hatch, allowing us for a way to finally get inside. And then Nyx opens up this hatch to open up the door, and I fall through a pipe. I make my way back down to the hangar that I was in before, but this time, of course, there's more guards.
How are you doing? Everything all right?
A little busy right now.
You heard her. Keep moving.
Oh, they definitely upped security since the last time you were here.
That's okay because we find a little vent and make our way out of the hangar. But of course, there's more people on our way that we have to deal with first. Once they're done, we meet back up with Gadik and Rico,
Happy I am to see you.
Okay, so
and play our final game of Wordle. And boom, we finally make it to the vault.
Now here's hoping this time we open the right vault.
We then plant Ink's bomb onto the door, and get some cover. But get rudely interrupted by some minions. Once they're taken care of, we finally open the door, and great, Sleero's inside. That's okay, because Ink makes an amazing entrance. And someone finally shuts Sleero up. We then grab the money and start to make our way towards the exit. We then are asked to leave with some gunfire. We then get away on the Trailblazer, finally succeeding in a heist. Just for us to learn that we didn't even steal the money, just a bunch of Imperial's private information. And then learn that, like always, Jalen stabbed us in the back and we get none of it.
It's not me, Kay.
But that's okay because Ink breaks us out of the escape pod. And then we learn that we're on a Star Destroyer. That's just fun. But of course things can't be easy, and we decide to try to save ND by dressing up as a stormtrooper and breaking in and joining Sleero's escort. We then celebrate as he finally dies. Guess what? Jalen programmed ND to try to kill us if we got in the way, so that's fun.
Only one way to go.
But like always, we're smart and come up with a plan to save him from Jalen's programming. And then once all the generators are turned on, we lure him into a trap to short circuit him. We put the strange device up to him, and boom, he's on our side now, killing Jalen. But like always, we're forced to run for our lives, and watch as Ink blows all them up. And away we go, successfully grabbing all of our loot, and then taking part of the coolest mission in the game, which is taking down a Star Destroyer.
I don't think they care. I'm still waiting for that.
Picking up internal explosions and a chain reaction in the Revelator's ion drives.
Never thought I'd see this.
Me neither.
Let's get out of here.
And just like that, Star Wars Outlaws is completed. Guys, I don't know how I feel about this game. I have mixed signals. Obviously, it's a Star Wars game, and if you guys know me, I love Star Wars games, so it automatically gets like an A or at least a B for that. But when it comes to other things, like, let's be honest, Nyx carried the whole entire game. If Nyx wasn't in this game, it would be completely different. And a thing that I noticed a lot was, especially on Kay, was the face tracking when she was speaking. It did not match with the words she was saying, guys. ND5 looked more human than Kay did. But besides that, guys, this was a really good game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do want to see more content like this, let me know by slapping that like button and subscribing. Commenting down below any video idea suggestions you may have. And I'll see you all in the next video.